So we are starting today with the tourist island. So this is the island I built for when the DLC tourist came out. I already selected an island that I kept separate to start building out the tourists. Um, the island is built in a way that you basically arrive from the ocean and a ship, get greeted by the view of these two mountains, and arrive on the harbor straight with access to some hotels. There's a restaurant or a bar here, some cafes, also a nice promenade with benches, places to sit, places to check out the harbor and the ships. And yeah, we have here a little playground, and I see already little mistakes, or not mistakes, how let's call them, um, things I still need to change. So okay, that was not the idea to delete that, but hey, this is one of the things I don't like, that if you copy and paste, that sometimes it actually is still the different one. But now it went good. So now I need to put this balloon back. But what was this balloon again? Was this entertainment? Yes, it is. Okay, so we're back. So yeah, little balloon area. Oh, there's another balloon now. Okay, I think I preferred the red balloon. Can we change this? It is the red balloon. Ah, okay, now I get it. Yeah, the red balloon. Fits the roofs better. So yeah, little market, chill area to go out at night, to play with the kids, to have some food, to then walk to the ocean, maybe meet somebody, who knows. And yeah, every hotel got a like garden area. Since tourists, a lot of new ornaments came out, so I could still play around with it a little bit, but still looking pretty good to me. So you come with a ship, you can go take a bus. There's some ticket booths, some maps to see where you need to go, and of course a post office to collect the post, little restaurants for the people arriving. So yeah, it's a nice little area. And then you go on the way to the city. This is a little bit the Las Vegas vibe, with a lot of hotels all on a line. Excuse me for the slow laptop. I actually bought this laptop a couple of years ago to play the game, but that's like 4 or 5 years ago now. So with all the DLCs and now for the video series I put it on high. It is not the quickest, I guess. But hey, we all would like different things, I guess, or better. So yeah, there's the island is full with a zoo, a museum, botanical garden. I built the streets all with maps, some signs, lights, bus stops on all the necessary directions, so the people have access from every hotel to a bus really close. They can go to the restaurants. Um, this is the botanical garden, still under production or in the making. And here we have a separate going out area with restaurant, bars, areas to chill out, have some food, go to the beach, watch the ships pass by. We have with the new beach ornaments. Sadly, it's a little bit, you know, the color is from the New World, but we can have a walk along the promenade, chill at the pool at the hotel, have a drink, just enjoy the sunset. Let's maybe have a walk. So yeah, let's have some food and you can watch the ships, have a road on the fun fair, have some drinks, hang out with your friends. Yeah, basically have a good time. Go on the beach, play with the frisbee, or get stuck on the table with food. Yeah, so let's continue flying and exploring the island. So the hotel of course has a little back entrance for the cars and the buses. And yeah, let's continue. As I mentioned in the first video I made, I don't use import-export. Most of my cities don't even have the harbor. I use it here because of the tourists. They need it as all I wanted as an attraction. So the tourists have everything they need. Also the lifestyle needs. The full old world has all the lifestyle needs and luxury needs and basic needs satisfied. So far the only world that has everything satisfied. The new world is also basically all islands have the basic and the luxury needs satisfied. But when the new lifestyle needs came out, also with the new expansion, yeah, the Cap area is so big, my island, that yeah, I would need a lot of still extra time to actually, or I don't know if it's even possible. The big limiting factor is the ice, the fur for the polar bear and the fur from the hunting cabin. That would be the biggest problem. Because I don't use import-export, I really, all production lines are just actually being made and shipped. It makes the game a little bit more challenging. Yeah, so here we have the city. Played around, so you go with the bus, you enter, you have here a little bus hub before you enter the city, is where you can buy the newspaper, some maps and everything. And you can go visit on the way to the Iron Tower. And you also of course have, let's go here, the big tower. And the only thing the tourists don't have is the palace, because the palace was built on Cap, got pretty big by now, and I didn't really want to bother changing the big island if I could make a separate island dedicated to the tourists. So it's a tourist island with zoos and museums and all the things you would want and need to come, let's say a casino island. So the first thing, like Las Vegas basically, you know, the big street with all the hotels in the distance. When you enter, you got straight an area with the casinos. Let's go to the view. So you go to the casinos on the way to the Iron Tower. The king has his little separate residence here with a swimming pool, little bar, and then moving past the city, come to the Iron Tower with a big infinity pool. That, yeah, it's the idea of an infinity pool at least, with little bars and little viewpoints to watch the view and watch over the beach area, tables to meet and greet, some viewpoints to watch the area, and yeah, to just hang out. And yeah, the city is, like I said, fully all needs satisfied. Played around with the different skins here of the engineer and investor residences. I really like the difference. Um, makes it a lot more realistic to have the difference between. And on most of my islands I leave all buildings that would actually not be necessary anymore, depending on the area. So like here I didn't put a pub because it's like more fancy area, because here you have restaurants and pubs. But in other areas I leave the churches, for example, even when it's not necessary. Yeah, it's a beauty build, so it's all about making it look nice and realistic. So here we come to the Iron Tower, surrounded by nice houses, like a little bit, yeah, like the Paris feel, you know, um, with lots of culture. Oh shit, 2 hours. But yeah, lots of culture, theaters, restaurants, bars, everything you could literally need for having a good time. And yeah, the bus comes, the bus goes. Nice different buses. Let's look at the bus up close. Hi bus, let's go for a ride. Oh. So the fact that you can run around in your city and do these things is like the best thing ever. Like, as a old school Anno player, the idea that this would have been possible is just amazing. Um, yeah, beautiful areas. Let's get out of the bus. I don't even know how to get out. How do you get out of the bus? Okay, let's just do escape then. But yeah, we have basically the island is a circle of artisans within a circle of engineers, all changed to the nice colorful houses with some investors in the back, like yeah, um, lined up in alignments. It's basically a big cross, a cross. It's a little man figure. So it's like, or I don't know, Osiris or whatever. A stick with a circle and yeah, a cross with a circle on top. But separate. This thing, I always find it, I don't know. I'm still divided about this ornament. I guess it fits with Las Vegas vibe. It's maybe a bit too much. But hey, why not? So yeah, the city continues then to the World Fair. This is, I think, was the highest point of the island, or close to. And here we have a beautiful area with entertainment, candies. Let's just go for a walk. Oh, we're stuck in the building. Okay, so we have a nice view here actually. From the fun fair, or some food, drinks, people getting food, getting drinks. Whee! And of course watching the viewpoint. This is the busiest shipping lane of the game. Oh, we cannot get around. Can we get around here? Yes, we can. So here it's a non-stop line of ships, just coming and going from the new world to the old world, on the way to a production island. So most of my production is, I got a wood island, a fur island, bread, beer, like most things are in an efficient way with trade unions. but this will all come later. To make things as efficient as possible, but not too efficient, because I got here in the old world, the island that I started to do industry, got basically so full that I never started a new production island in Coop, and I just kept building. So I ship all my gramophones, cars, sewing machines, bicycles, everything gets shipped from the old world to Coop. Maybe a bit over the top, but hey, this is how I want to play. So yeah, we have a little market here, get some food, get some drinks. Yeah, I try to build my islands as realistic as possible. And yeah, have little markets, areas for people to go. Here I still need to add a toilet. The toilet ornament let's just put a toilet here because, oh no, there is one. Okay, I already added. So now I like wherever possible I put toilets. Put some lights, since you have the day-night feature. That's really amazing. So yeah, I think that's a quick overview of the tourists. The production of tourists I put on a small little island here that was left, and now it's maybe not the most efficient, but a lot of shampoo and all the things you need for the tourists and also lifestyle needs for other islands are being done here. Still no electricity, I still can get away without. But yeah, ideally I would put this, if I would need to do the lifestyle needs of the Cape area, with the biggest island with 500,000 almost investors, then I gonna need to, yeah, just make this somewhere else and change up the map a little bit. Because most of the stuff for tourists specifically gets made here. So all the new world items get shipped here. Camphor wax, coconut oil, oranges, it all gets just shipped around. But I'm pretty limited with storage and space for ships. Because, like I said, I don't use docklands, so things are a little bit more challenging. But yeah, I really like the sewage areas that they put in. I like yeah, I really liked these additions. And let's go back to the tourists. So yeah, most hotels have gardens with little trees, places to walk in for the kids to play. Yeah, the pirates, I befriended them, and then I just take a ship and sell them stuff constantly that I have enough of. That costs a lot. I think heavy weapons. I get bonus heavy weapons. I just send them to the pirates. They stay happy. Because of a bug on the old world, on the new world, the pirates don't come back anymore for ages. So in the beginning I found it a bit shit because I missed on the items, and I hoped that with any updates they just would rebuild their base, but it didn't happen. But yeah, now I can make it because I got plenty of research points. I basically got everything out from here, researched everything, and now I can make basically anything. And I got close to 400,000 points, so the only item I get to the limit is this one, the plus 50% all production buildings, because it's so useful. It gets used a lot, so, but yeah, I think I made already like 40 or 50 of them, so who can blame, there is a limit. But yeah, the island here, I not so long ago started actually paying attention to the zoo and all the other bonuses. So I got on the islands that it matters. I got harbor boosting, the museum thing from Mbedza. Any harbor boosting trade thing is useful on the, yeah, islands with a lot of trade. I think I got also tobacco boost on islands, coffee boost, or yeah, there's some boosts I use, but I could do more effort, I guess. With the zoo, I never experimented too much. Museum, I almost got complete on one island because I found that as an emperor, they always go and conquer shit and then take all the nice relics and put it at home. So that's realistic. So I built a big museum area on my Kaap Eiland, the biggest islands in the game, and also my biggest city in the game. Um, so yeah, here we have some more buses, and I guess we could put some luggage here actually. So the game, the more I play with it, the more I know where the items are, so the more it can become a little bit more, yeah, filled up, I guess, with things. And here I see a lot of potential to put a little bit more tables that look like actual tables. And I also feel there would be a tree here to have some shade and to attract people to come to your city, because anyone who lives in a hot country knows that if you're in a city when it's hot and you don't have trees, it just cools down the whole city basically. So in a city like this I would like to live. There's water, there's trees, there's shade, there's forest. That's my idea about the game, is I try to make the city as pleasantly as possible if you can live there. Um, so even the farmer island now here in the old world, I started playing around with a little bit to upgrade and give it a little bit more um, yeah, life in it, just not farmhouses. Now that you can change the skins of houses, it does so much in my eyes, to give some diversity to your city. And yeah, I like to let's just put a little bit of change in here. Let's play around with just putting another tile, because that's it in my eyes in this game. It just, sometimes you see something and then you say, okay, let's just put something different here, or add a little bit, or maybe I don't like this so much and it just changes. Now that I do remember, recently I changed out these lights, and I think that is something I want to do here too. And like this, the game keeps developing more and more, keeps getting more nice. How do I want to approach this situation? I want to keep some... How does this look? Maybe... Yeah, yeah, let's just leave it like that. I'll put the same here. And here we do the same. It actually fits nice with the bus. Oh, but so it's a little bit more broken up, and still looks pretty nice in my opinion. And then we have a light there too next to the bus, so that makes sense too. And like this I build my islands basically. Sometimes I go away and I look back, I'm like, oh okay, actually this could use a little bit more life. Same with this here. I noticed last time that it feels that maybe there needs to become some food here. So let's go and check out a pizzeria, because any city, they love pizzerias. And maybe let's say it's a different type of pizza. Well, in many towns there's pizzerias everywhere, so I guess it makes sense still. Boom. And then we put some more tables here, of course, too. Maybe next door. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna put one here, one there. Alright, and little by little, you know, it looks more and more like an actual city where the bus comes, you have restaurants. You know, it makes sense. It actually does make sense. Maybe the location of this actually doesn't not make so much sense, but it's nice the bar is here, so yeah, let's just leave it like that. And so yeah, this is the Iron Tower. I think the booth is pretty big. Could even push it a little bit more. Um, but yeah, so tourist island basically. As you can see, I'm hitting, yeah, a semi-stable population in most islands. I think um, I don't know actually what is the thing. Okay, my investors, well, all other things are basically done, but something is up with the investors that I still need to sort out. But on these smaller worlds, everything is basically running as it should be. Oh, paper apparently. I could use some more paper. But for this as a bug, the buildings that need sausage have sausage, so I don't know what's up, but let's check out paper. What's up with paper? Paper, paper, paper. Okay, so we still have some, but it's going down. So my trade routes are divided between every world got their own little route, and this still goes up. And then it's subdivided with oil too, and post. So post got their own little old world, new world. Oil got old world, new world. And the island separate also got. What are we doing? So we need to go to embed. Okay, so we need to take some more paper. I guess we got more. Yeah, we got plenty of paper. And we just ditch it to the tourists. Cool. So I also now gonna write down, I have this little paper here next to me, that when I see, okay, something needed adjustment, tip, just take paper and write down paper. Then I just play around a little bit, wait till I build something nice, and then after a while I check all the little notes I made, sort them out, and make new adjustments where necessary, keep beauty building, and like this my whole ecosystem basically stabilizes. And so on this whole island everything actually is perfect. Um, the paper was actually not really needed because they get probably more, but hey, now they're gonna get plenty more. But yeah, all the lifestyle needs, everything is fine for all the investors. the engineers, all the luxury needs, and the artisans. So yeah, like I said before, the whole old world fully done, and with this I wrap up my view of the tourist island. If somebody has any questions about anything, put it in the comments, and yeah, see you with the next video of my city building Anno adventures.